Hello subscribers. Hey, I made it back. I put my transmission right here so I can start putting this gear back on it, the primary gear that goes in this position right here. I'm going to replace this bearing. This bearing is this one. Look at the difference. Look at this new bearing and look at that one. I mean, it wore it right down to the very piece right here. Wore it right down. I mean, and that comes from years of using this machine. And this ride mower, I know people have something to say about the D105, but I'm telling you, the D105 to me has been a really good machine. The motor has been strong, just changed the oil and the filter on a regular basis. I replaced one of the wheels in the front. Of course, I've had it for years and it has held up. And it's given me some excellent service. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this part and replace it here. Take this housing off, these parts off. This is gonna be attached to that bearing, because this is the new piece that goes here. See the way this pulley is working here? See how this pulley looks here? Look at this pulley. This pulley is where the drive belt goes, right on the top, right here. Then they gave us 2 screws or 4 screws to attach this to the transmission. Then that belt, see that belt right there? That belt goes in here and right there. So that belt right there is what drives the transmission. This pulley and this pulley, when you put it in whichever gear, drive or reverse. And then this pulley at the very top is connected to the motor, to that pulley over there. See the top pulley? So that it drives and get its power from the motor to the transmission to this pulley, and it works that way. Alrighty, so listen, let me go ahead and start assembling these parts, because as you can tell, look at the sky. It's got an overcast all of a sudden. See, it's got an overcast all of a sudden. See that overcast? Got an overcast all of a sudden. And then once I put the transmission back together, before I put the transmission in, this belt, I'm going to climb underneath the mower and finish getting the belt off the pulleys underneath there. And then I'm going to put the new belt, that belt where it's supposed to be, attach them to the pulleys so I can attach the new belt to the pulleys on the transmission. And when I get to that place, I'll be back and show you some of that. Alrighty? All right. I was going to try to set this up, but I may try to do that or may not. You can see how I jacked it up in the back, and I just took these little pieces of wood that I had laying around here in the backyard, back over here in the back, because I cut up wood and use it to burn in our fireplace in the wood pit. And I did the same thing here as there to stabilize it, so that if the mower rocks one way or the other, these stands gonna catch it. And that is heavy enough in the front that it'll hold it. And then I also lowered the drag just a little bit to stabilize it. See, it's pretty well stabilized. Whoops, let me show you. It's pretty well stabilized. See, it ain't going nowhere. It's not. Once I slide it, it's going to be pretty good. But I'll show you some of that. So let me go ahead on, put this pulley right there, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of this. Alrighty? All right. As always, thank you for watching, and please hit that subscribe button. To God be the glory.